great mathematician Euclid wrote a famous book on the geometry, The Elements, which had 13 parts. Euclid created the first system of thought based on the M fundamental definitions and logic. The Euclid is known as the father of geometry. Thank you.
Pleasant morning to everyone. This is Bindu from 9th standard. First of all, I wish you a happy Mathematics Day. Today's proverb: Maths is not a magic, it's a logic. I repeat it, Maths is not a magic, it's a logic. Thank you. Have a nice day.
One and all. This is V. Pramod from 9th standard, standing before you to say about Heron's formula. Heron's formula is a formula used to find the area of triangle. Heron's formula is introduced by a great Greek mathematician, Heron. Now I am going to say you about how to find area of a triangle. Is to root of s of s minus a, s minus b into s minus b into s minus c, whereas s is equals to semi-perimeter. To find semi-perimeter, s is equals to a plus b plus c by 2. Thank you, and I wish you a very happy mathematics day.
This is Subsequently of 9th standard, standing before you with today's mathematicians and the chapter. Archimedes, number system, René Descartes, coordinate geometry, Edmund Halley, linear equation, Euclid's geometry, Heron's formula, Ronald Aylmer Fisher, statistics, Perry Simon Laplace, probability. Thank you.
This is Bhadram of 9th standard. First of all, I wish you a happy Mathematics Day. Today, I want to say a few words about the probability. Probability is nothing but probability is a branch of mathematics, which it is defined as the ratio of number of favorable outcomes and total number of possible outcomes. It is written as P of E is equals to number of favorable outcomes by total number of possible outcomes. And the great mathematician Perry Simon Laplace has said that our common sense is reduced to calculations. Random experiment. In an experiment, we know all the outcomes, but we cannot say that exact outcomes. Such an experiment is known as random experiment. Trial. An action in the random experiment is known as trial. Event. The collection of specific outcomes in a random experiment is known as event. Outcomes. The action in trial which has counted is known as outcomes. There are 5 terms in probability. They are certain, more likely, less likely, equally likely, impossible. In certain, they have more chances. In more likely, they have more chances. And less likely, it has less chances. Equally likely, it has equally chances. Impossible, it is not impossible. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity.
This is M. Krishna of 9th standard. Today I want to speak importance of mathematics. First of all, I wish you a happy Mathematics Day. Mathematics is a branch of science which deals with the numbers and symbols. It is the subject which improves our thinking power and knowledge. Many scientists contributed for the development of mathematics. Our world is with technology because of mathematics. The word mathematics is derived from 2 Greek words, mathenian and technique. Mathenian means to learn, technique means an art. Mathematics means learning an art. Mathematics stands on 4 pillars: formulae, properties, basic principles, method of solving. Mathematics is the queen of all the subjects. Our Indian mathematician found the value of pi up to 4 decimals. Bodhayana wrote a famous book called Subha Sutra. There are many uses with mathematics. They are also applicable in our daily life. They are used in construction of buildings and dams. It is used in knowing the weather report. It is used to government to reduce poverty. It is also increase the economical development. Many people get jobs like engineering. Thank you. Have a nice day.
This is Sayakas from 8th standard. Today I want to say you about arithmetic. Arithmetic is the oldest branch in mathematics which will deals about natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. The word arithmetic is derived from a Greek word called arithmetos. The meaning of arithmetic is a number. It is developed by 2 great Greek mathematicians, Archimedes and Diophantus, and Indian mathematicians Aryabhatta and Brahmagupta. Thank you.
This is Bharat of 8th standard. Today I want to say about great mathematicians who developed different chapters. Archimedes, coordinate geometry, Rennie discus, geometry, Euclid, trigonometry, Hipparchus, probability, Pirre-Simon Laplace. Pirre-Simon Laplace. Thank you.
This is also from 8th standard. I want to first of all I said Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes was a mathematician and also an astronomer from Greek antiquity. His work helped lay the foundation for many of the brilliant advanced concepts in maths and science in the modern era. He also served as a distinguished and innovative geographer. The actual characterization that the great Eratosthenes would employ were quite simple. He used simple multiplication and division. In a sense, we had to use most modern mathematical languages yet to be invented. Thank you. Have a nice day.
P. Sakishima from 9th A grade. First of all, I wish you all a happy International Mathematics Day. Friends, we know many things about mathematics. The study of mathematics develops the ability of a child to transfer the mathematical type of thinking and reasoning to daily life. Situations will provide a clear understanding of laws of nature. One of the scientists who contributed in culture and development of world civilization is Euclid. He had collected much information and introduced many new things about geometry and kept it in a 13-parted enormous gigantic book called The Elements. Today, I am here to discuss completely about the contents in the 13 parts of The Elements. The Book 1. The Book 1 states the theorems of about triangle and parallelograms, and it ends with Pythagoras theorem. Book 2. It describes about geometric algebra. It also generalizes Pythagoras theorem. Book 3. Properties of circles were described by Euclid in it. Book 4. Construction of regular polygons is described by Euclid in this book. Book 5. Euclid described about the general theory of ratios and proportions in Book 5. Book 6. The theory of ratios to planes geometry. Book 7. GCD, Euclidean algorithm of two or more numbers, is described by Euclid in this book. Book 8. Geometric sequences and progressions. Book 9. Proves that there are infinite numbers. Book 10. Classifications of lines and angles was done by Euclid in this book. Book 11. Intersection of planes, lines, solids with parallelograms as opposite faces, parallel pivots. Book 12. Areas of circles, volume of spheres, etc. and that is called the study of mensuration was done by Euclid in this book. Book 13. Construction of 5 regular platonic solids such as pyramid, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, isohedron was done by Euclid in this book. Thus, Euclid is called the father of geometry. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity on this auspicious occasion.
9th standard, standing before you to say the famous mensuration formulas of mathematics. Lateral surface area of a cube, 4l square. Total surface area of a cube, 6l square. Volume of a cube, L cube. Lateral surface area of a cubed, 2h of L plus B. Total surface area of a cubed, 2 of LB plus BH plus HL. The volume of a cubed is L into B into H. Curved surface area of a cone, pi r L square, pi r L, where L is equals to root H square minus R square. Total surface area of a cone is pi r square, pi r of L plus R. Volume of a cone 1 by 3 pi r square h. Curved surface area of a cylinder 2 pi r h. Total surface area of a cylinder 2 pi r of R plus h. Volume of a cylinder pi r square h. Thank you. Have a wonderful